Shemai everyone, and welcome to this simple paper weave tutorial. So this is included in my weave class if you've already watched that video, but if not, here is the step-by-step tutorial. Hi guys, so for today's paper weaving class what we're going to need is 2 sheets of paper. If you don't have coloured paper, just use A4 paper, scissors, a ruler, but if you don't have a ruler, use the side of a piece of paper and a pen. Okay, so we're going to have 2 pieces of paper. One's going to be the top and one's going to be the bottom. So let's say the blue is our bottom. So B for bottom, B for blue. And what you're going to do with this sheet of paper is fold it in half. Try and make it as close a fold as you possibly can, so there's nothing overlapping. So try and meet the corners up together. Hold it down. Make sure it's nice and folded and straight. So now you should have the opening at the top. What I'm going to do next is get in a ruler, turn it this way so the opening is on the side, put my ruler on top, trying to line it up, get my pen, and then once you've done that, I'm going to use a pen. You can use a pencil if you want to. I'm going to make a line going down like that, okay, just so it's easier to show you, and that's on my opening side. Then what I'm going to do is turn around my whole sheet and do another line starting from here, okay, and I'm going to carry on doing that across. And if you're like me, once you get to the end, you might not have enough room for another box, so you can either choose to leave it as a large box, which is what I'm going to do, or you can do a pen line and make a little line. It's up to you. I'm going to leave mine because I think that's nearer to the other sizes. So there we go. And you should be taking your time, do it nice and slow so we get it right, okay? So now you've got your sheet of paper with your lines on them, grab your scissors. Everyone asks me what kind of scissors this is. I'm not sure, guys. I think it's for embroidery, so you can get right into the threads, but you can just use a normal scissors. And we're going to be cutting up. Mine sounds like a duck. So the top line, like that. So you don't go all the way, just to where you did the line. And do that for each one, okay? There, so you should have cut all these up now to this line. And now this is going to be our loom, okay? So when we open it up, we can see we've got all these lines going across, ready for our other paper to weave through. So we're going to have something to weave with, and that will be your top paper. So remember we called one the bottom and one the top. We're going to be working on the grey piece of paper now, or whatever second piece of paper that you have. Remember now, turn it this way, so it's landscape. Grab our ruler, line it up to the edge, grab a pen, and I'm going to, oops, mine moved. I'm going to try and be as neat as I can. Yeah, you have to try and be neat, guys. Mine moves around a little bit, but that's okay. There we go, that's our first line. So guys, I had a longer rectangle on the end again, so a longer strip, but that's fine because that's what we did in our bottom. loom as well. So I left mine, and now what I'm going to do is get my scissors and I'm going to cut these strips out. Okay, so fab guys. I'm going to leave my large rectangle till last because I'm going to try not to use that one. But if we get our loom, so this was the first one you did, what I'm going to do, grab one of my strips, and now we get to start weaving. So it goes over, so we're going over this little bit of paper, underneath the next one. This might be a bit fiddly, but I'm sure that you'll get the hang of it. Over, under, over, and make sure it's all the way across. And mine is. So you've got your first weave. So you can either glue down these tops, or maybe if you have a little bit of sellotape, it might be a good idea to wrap some sellotape over the top. I'm going to leave mine for the moment while I show you how to do the next one. So the next one we don't want to do exactly the same, because then we're not going to get a checkerboard pattern. We'll just get the exact same pattern going across. So for this one, I'm going to start off under. So instead of putting the grey over the blue, I'm starting off underneath. And I'm going to feed my paper through. I only turned it around because did you see I had some pen on mine? I don't want it to look messy. So we're going over this part. We've gone under the first one, over the next one. Under. And then underneath the top one. So I've gone under, over, under, over, under. And make sure it's all the way across. And now hopefully you're really getting the hang of this, guys. So the next one is going to be the same as the first one, isn't it? So we need to start over and then go under. So lift up this little strip. Under. And then over. If I can grab it. And make sure we've slid that one across as well. And now you should have your checkerboard paper weave. And that's what the back looks like for me. How cool does that look, guys? The next part of the video focuses on using plain paper instead of coloured paper, and it teaches you how to decorate your plain paper. So if you're not interested in this part of the video, then good luck with your coloured paper weave, and I hope to see your finished work on Teams. If you have just plain pieces of paper, so you might just have 2 A4 pieces of paper, what I'd like you to do is use some pens to decorate it, and I really want you to take some time to do this. But I'm going to do a quick design just to show you. So let me just do a time lapse. So as you guys just watched me do, I've got 2 now very simple designs. But I made sure that I had 2 different colours so I knew which one was which. So I've got blue flowers and I've got pink faces, smiley faces. But I want to make sure that I filled up my whole page with design. basically. So I've got these 2 sheets now, and I'm going to show you how to paper weave again, but this time I'll time lapse it, so it's a little bit quicker. So we're just going to follow exactly the same process and I'll talk you through it. So this paper weave shows you what it'll look like if you use your own drawings, and obviously I rushed mine as well, but you could spend a lot of time doing some really nice intricate drawings and maybe colouring blocks in and seeing what happens. So you know, you can do whatever you'd like to do really. So we've got the drawing one, and then we've also got the colour block one by here. But like I said, if you do have access to maybe some glue or sellotape, I would say just to glue these edges down. So you'd put the glue by here and then stick it down on top, just so they don't slip out of the loom. Okay, so we've got 2 different versions for that. You can pick whatever one you'd like. Good luck, I can't wait to see them. Thank you for watching everyone, and hwyl for now. Can't wait to see your work on Teams.